Hi again. I'm back to update everybody on what happened in April for my writing goals and other things. So April was a pretty busy month for me. I did get some stuff done, and some stuff kind of got pushed to the back burner because of other things. So it started off with the CornCon convention, which went well and great. It was a lot of fun. And I did two panels there. The Great Fantasy Bake Off and location is character, and they're linked below if you want to check them out. And I especially recommend the Fantasy Bake Off one because you can find out the why we were discussing Tyrion Lancaster and pancakes, and you get to see an author, not me, uh, eat disgusting tasting jelly beans. So lots of fun there. And that took up first week of April or so, the weekend anyway. And I did get the first Hayward and Anderson story, The Ghostly Tower, put up on beta readers, and I got all my beta reader feedback, and it went out to the editor the last day in April. So expect that to be published this month in May. Probably closer to the end of May, because once it's back from the editor, I have to format it and do the final proofreads and that. Anyway, and I did put up my cover reveal for the story today on May 2nd. So go check that over on my website if you want to take a look at the pretty cover. So, and the second story in the Hayward and Anderson series is finished. The first draft is finished. I still have to edit it. I need to put in a couple of action scenes and tighten things up, and then that'll be up on beta reads. Probably not till June, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get some writing time in and get it finished earlier. See how that goes. Okay, didn't get much done on the Fairy Tales and Nightmares book or the horror novellas, the editing of those, but I hope to buckle down on those two for May and June, so we'll see how that goes. And Fairy Tales Punked is in the publishing stream, and I'll keep you updated on when that actually releases. It should be a good book, so hopefully it'll be out soon. And the big news in April, though, was I published a poetry book called Roses and Ashes. It's sort of a social commentary book on women's issues. It's a poetry book, and so that got published in April. The print book is not out yet. It will be out soon. I'm still formatting it, but hopefully it will be released this month. But you can check out the ebook, and the link will be for that below as well. So I'm not sure how to market that because it's not horror, it's not fantasy, it's not anything I've ever done in poetry before, but I'm I like it and I'm proud of it, and so go check it out if you want to see me rant about bad things. So um and okay, yeah, the book stuff, I got my book stuff. The YouTube stuff, I got my story origin video up, so you can check that out. I explain how story origin works and what benefits there are for authors. And upcoming videos, I'm going to be doing a sort of a cover thing for authors, like what you need to check with your cover artists, what you should be how to communicate with your cover artists, and if you're doing your own covers, what you shouldn't be doing, what you should be doing. So expect that in the next month or two too. Um, and so for the I've also been noodling around with a book I had been started a while back. It's kind of a dark fantasy book about gods and ruling the kingdoms of this world, and then there's this quest with the death god goes on a quest with this middle-aged woman, and it's an interesting idea I've been doodling with, so I've been writing a little bit about that. And I'm also up to part 6 in my sci-fi serial over on Ko-fi. I'll put the link down to that as well if you want to check it out. Things have taken a dark turn. Big surprise there. And it's kind of morphed and been into a kind of a Event Horizon sort of vibe to it. And of course, April was poetry month, so I've been writing poetry all month on my blog. I got all 30 poems done, so you can check them over on my website as well. And so that was I also did a couple of video interview things. I did one the end of the month with Joe Compton for Go Indie Now, which was basically him and me ranting about social media, which was a lot of fun. So you can check that out over on the Go Indie Now network as well. And the new one for Words of Kill should drop soon. So there's that podcast to check out as well. And I've been doing my interviews over on Between the Pages Book Chat. So we've got I've done a couple of very good interviews, so be sure to check those authors out too. You never know when you find your next favorite book. So, and I think that's so. I did. Sorry. I do have 2 more announcements. I did upload a humorous book creation checklist for authors over on my Ko-fi store, which is basically it's a checklist for creating a book, what you need to do, and different steps you need to take. But it's done in a sort of a tongue-in-cheek style with a lot of weird little things thrown in, and I think it's fun. And it's only 99 cents if you want to check it out. And I do have some bad news too. I will be closing down my pre-made cover site this week. It just wasn't doing anything. I wasn't getting the support or sales I needed, and I'm not going to be continuing it in the future. I will still be taking cover commissions if anyone's interested, but I'll no longer be offering pre-made covers on a website. So there's that. And the job's going well, so that's been taking up a lot of my time, but hopefully I'll be back writing a little more regularly this month without the other distractions. And so that was basically April. It went pretty well. Hopefully May we'll get into some more editing. I didn't get a chance to work on my book creation, my book, what is it? My book planner. Thank you. My book planner. Got some good suggestions from my beta reader on the book planner, and so I had to go back and edit it a little bit, but I haven't finished that. Hopefully that will be done by the end of the month too. I also got a few more designs up on my Redbubble store this month, and some springish sort of things that I like. Those pretty. So you can check that out as well if you want. But that's basically what I was doing in April. So I got stuff done. I still have some editing to get into for the next couple of months, and hopefully I will get some books finished. So anyway, that's all for now. And I'll see you next month.